sure our volumes are down.
Good evening everyone, GM Crafts here again with you this evening. We have brought you another TikTok live and tonight we're going to give another free cut file away. This is exclusive to our live viewers. Please comment on our other posts. We can't unfortunately send you private messages on when we're during a live because we can only use one account at a time. So please comment on tonight's thread that was already gone up, that was on earlier today, showing us as going live tonight, so that you can see and comment for any of the links and things that you want us to send you. We've got lots of links we can send you, including these free cut files. The free cut file I'm going to give you away for you tonight is exclusive. It is not going to be available on the website, so this is the only way you're going to get it. It was produced by our design team member Tia to fundraise for Ukraine. So she's been making lots of bottle lights, and if you have a look on our TikTok page, on our TikTok account, you will see on the grid the latest post is an image of Tia's lights, and telling you about tonight's TikTok. So if you comment on there for anything you want, please, and then we'll come back to you after the live is finished. Obviously, please comment on tonight's TikTok so that we can answer your questions. If you've got anything you want to know, I've got lots to tell you tonight before we finish. And of course, it wouldn't be our live event without a live discount code. So tonight's live discount code is valid on materials, vinyl, papercraft section, and even on things like our mystery boxes and all of our starter kits. And the code for tonight is TT March 10. So TT March 10. And that will give you, hi my honey, I've just seen you've joined us tonight, and a lady called Luby Jane, Our Empire, struggling to read now, Linda, Alice. So don't forget this TikTok 10 code for you tonight. It's 10% discount against our card, vinyl, materials, papercraft section. It's valid until tomorrow evening, which is the 25th of March. Is it tomorrow? Is it 24th of March tomorrow? Yeah. Yes, sorry. So midnight tomorrow, Thursday, the 24th of March, this will expire. So you've got just over 24 hours to enjoy it, and it will give you 10% off our papercrafts, our materials and our vinyls and all the different starter kits and the mystery boxes. Have you seen our Easter mystery boxes yet? Absolute bargain they are, and this will take 10% off those as well. So what have I got to tell you tonight? Well, I've got lots of exciting things to tell you tonight. Let me just move that code somewhere you can see it for a moment. Can you see it there? Is that better for you? Yeah, you can see that there, can't you? So then, what am I going to talk to you about tonight? Well, I want to talk to you about this cut file. I want to talk to you about sublimation. Have you seen our sublimation category yet? Have anybody got any questions? I have some great announcements to make on our sublimation range that is growing ever fast, and every week we are bringing new products onto the website, which I'm going to show some of them with you tonight. I'm also going to be on Facebook Live tonight at 8 p.m, and I'll show you even more on there, and we'll show you another connotation of this cut file because there's 3 different designs in the cut file. So what would you like to know? Has anybody got any questions? Who's joining us, Anya? Anya's with me this evening again. For those of you that don't know, Anya works with me and works with the customer service team as well. And she keeps you all going during out of hours and weekends.
Hello, Geordie Cut Creations.
Geordie Cut Creations. Hello, Geordie Cut Creations.
And I believe we have an Alicia.
Ah, hi Alicia. I wonder if it's the lady that I was talking to last week. Alicia, are you the lady I was talking to last week? You said you were going to join us live tonight.
Hello, Vicky.
Hello, Vicky. Right, sublimation. Look at that. Can you see that? Before I start the live, I just wanted to show you a few bits and then I'll show you a few bits afterwards. So our sublimation category, we've got lots joined our website. And the big news, which I've been told I'm allowed to tell you, is we have a whole new sublimation printer setup coming to you very shortly. So we are just waiting for our first delivery, and I can't tell you what it is, but it will allow you to print A3. It will allow you to print A4. And it is obviously a dedicated sublimation system. We've spent a lot of time and research. We've really wanted to get this right and the software right. And it's coming in the next few weeks. So hopefully I'll be able to tell you more about that during our live next week, if not the week after. But I can confirm that categorically in the next couple of weeks, we have our printers arriving with printer ink for sublimation. And they are incredible and they work really well with these, and these work really well on other printers. We have tried them on a number of different printers now, and they do come in A3 and they do come in A4. And for those of you that love cotton, because obviously this is normal sublimation, has to either be on a sublimation blank or polyester, we now do a Sublijet sublimation vinyl, which is, you don't need to pre-treat, and it will go on to darks and it will go on to lights as well. So if you want the links for those, comment on today's TikTok post on our feed, and after the live, myself or Anya will give you those links. Have we got any questions, Anya?
No questions.
No questions yet.
Have Geordie's Cute Creations is asking, hope you're well.
Thank you. Yes, I'm very well, thank you. How are you this evening?
And Emma Hannah 1 says that transfer is lovely.
Oh, brilliant. We've got loads of good feedback on our transfer papers that we've been producing for you, and we've worked really hard to bring them to you to provide you with a choice. So you've got the standard A4 and the standard A3 sub paper, which is great value and does create a really good standard of print. And now we've also brought out our Sublijet, which you can use on dark colours and cotton as well. So it gives you a broader spectrum of application techniques. Talking of application techniques, have you found our Print Me Bears yet? Like this. Anya's got her eye on this fella. I can see I can see by the end of this week I'll be bringing you a sample that she's made me make. She'll make me do it. Isn't he cute? She cute? Mr. Rainbow, Mrs. Rainbow Bear. So these are our new Print Me range that we've had brought in from Mumbles. You could, if you were really particular, print on his ears. You can print on his tummy with sublimation sheets, and you can print on his feet pads. And there's a whole range of different Print Me Bears we've got on the website, including Easter bunnies, teddy bears, unicorns, dinosaurs. We've got all sorts on there. What else have we got on there, Anya? Can you remember?
Did you say bunnies?
Bunnies. We've
Giraffe.
got giraffe, lion, tiger, elephant.
Too many to remember.
Yeah, there is. So there's loads on there. And we also do the big Mumble Bears as well, the big zippy ones. But these are fabulous. But not only can they be sublimated on, but you can use your HTV on. And in the category that we've just increased on the website for sublimation, we've got our own sublimation pens. Do I hear a woo in the room?
Yeah.
So you could get your little boy or your little girl and get them to hand draw a design that you can then put on the bear's tummy. So that is an absolute steal, and I'm so excited by that. So instead of printing, you could just draw with the pens, put it on the teddy bear's tummy, and that will be there forever. So you could, in fact, I could see boyfriends and girlfriends writing handwritten messages, mums and dads, grandparents. There is so many things you can do with these sublimation pens, and you could apply them to all the things that you'd put your sublimation paper on ordinarily, which I think is ideal. So that's also in our category on the website. And again, if you want the link for that, comment on the recent post or any of our posts on our TikTok page. Please send me the links from the Facebook Live tonight and we will gladly give you them. And don't forget this TikTok March 10 discount code. So TT March 10. So TTMARCH10, and that will give you 10% discount until tomorrow evening. That's Thursday the 24th of March 2022 at midnight, and it will give you 10% off our vinyl, our paper crafts, our materials. It'll even let you have it off our 3 for 2s that are on our pattern vinyls and things like that. So it really will elevate and give you a great bargain. So use that before midnight tomorrow. And don't forget, if you want the free cut files from tonight, which I'm about to start showing you, then please comment on one of our posts, because we can't send you messages after the live has ended on the live feed. So comment on one of our other posts. And if you want the free cut files, then we'll gladly send you them. Also, we're on live at Facebook tonight, 8 p.m. again. So if you want to join us, we're doing a different demonstration. Not this one, it'll be a different one. And these were all created by Tia, our design team member, who has created 3 bottles to fundraise for Ukraine, and that's why she's allowed us to share these, and we'd love to see what you do with them. Anya, you gave me a woo. What have you learned tonight?
Wow, there's a few comments coming through.
Okay.
Rama Gherkin says, definitely interested in the A4 sub paper, Sublejet ?
Yes. Sublejet, let me just go back to that. Sublejet is for cotton and dark materials. So that's a specific product we do, and that is a different product to the one I've just shown you. This is our standard A4. I say standard, it's still fabulous, but this is just for normal polyester and sublimation blanks. So just to be aware that this is different to the Sublejet. Sorry, carry on, Anya.
Jade says, oh my goodness, that's so cool. And
thanks, Jade.
Geordie agrees, what an amazing thing, so memories could be made with those pens.
Absolutely.
She also says that discount's dangerous, so I just got a bunch of vinyl delivered the other day.
Well, you have to make the most of these discounts, because when I persuaded the boss to do it, he didn't promise that we'd do this forever, every night, every week. So take advantage of these discount codes for me. Take advantage of the free cut file links, because I want to prove to the boss that you lot are really enjoying this and getting a benefit from it, so that he will let me continue to do it for you every week, because I think it's great, because I get to answer your questions, you get to see things in real time as opposed to in a fast forwarded video. You get exclusive cut files that you won't get off the website, and lots of sneaky peeks, including that announcement tonight that we are bringing you sublimation printers.
A.ln_21 says, loving the interactions.
Oh, thank you, AALN, or whatever it was, sorry. Bit of a tongue twister, that one, isn't it? Great to see you. Thank you for joining in. Have you got any other questions, anyone? So, TikTok, March 10, TT March 10 for that discount code. Don't forget. Right, I'm going to cut some of this fabulous stained glass vinyl. Before I do, I just wanted to quickly show you. Have you seen stained glass before? On our website, we've got loads of free cut files and tutorials, and there's 2 specifically using the stained glass. One's a glass jar, very similar to the one I'm about to show you, as in it's a similar glass jar design, but the cut file's completely different. It's loads of butterflies, and they are stunning. Another is a traditional lantern, so a rectangular, squared, or 4-sided glass lantern, which has been made into a beautiful country scene sunset, using our leading that you can buy for our stained glass vinyl. And that cut file was actually, I was very fortunately gifted that by a customer who asked me to share it with you, which I did. Very much thanks to Henry, because I haven't heard from him for a while because he's not been very well, so I hope he's all right. Hoping he might see us on Facebook tonight if he's about, and hope he's getting better. So, stained glass. We have lots of colours of stained glass. Did you see on our Facebook page last year all the stained glass windows everybody was doing? There's loads on our Pinterest. My colleague Alicia, who does our Pinterest board and does it extremely well, keeps you all updated on Pinterest for us. She's got loads on there that she keeps putting on all the different samples we produce. So there is lots of stained glass designs on Pinterest to interest you. And there is lots of different colours of stained glass. I don't think I'm going to get them all on the screen. Just trying to work out how to do it. So if I do it that way, and then you probably might, if we're really lucky, I might be able to squeeze them all on the screen. Can you see them all now? There's a lot, isn't there? Now, obviously, these are all translucent, as you will see when I do the demonstration. So the colour you see at the moment is on a white backer. So, for example, the red... I may not be able to do this. I broke my nail earlier. So I'm currently on stubby nails again, which is a problem. Do you have that problem, guys, with working with vinyl and paper a lot? I'm always ruining my nails. So...
We have some questions.
Oh, okay, let me just show you this. So can you see how translucent that red is, for example? So that gives you an idea of the difference of once they're off the roll and on glass. They are permanent, so you can use them on windows inside and outside, and even on shower screens. I've seen people use them on tiles, so there really is a lot of variety of choices you can use these for. Go on, Anya. I've messed up this vinyl now.
Alicia says, I think I arranged for that stained glass vinyl to send you this week. Winky face.
Ah, see, that's Alicia, my colleague. Hi, Alicia. Nice that you've come to join us. She looks after you during the day, during customer service, and keeps you all going and looks after you all. And she looks after me and keeps me on the straight and narrow. So big shout out to Alicia. We couldn't do it without you, Alicia. And Alicia keeps us all organised. And she's forever reminding me of things I forget. So she's brilliant, Alicia is, and she looks after all your concerns if you've got any delivery queries or anything else, and keeps us all going. Right.
Geordie's Cut Creations asks, what's the difference between stained glass and the Oracle 651?
Oracle 651 is permanent, the same, but it's completely flat coloured. So stained glass, once it's on the glass or on the mirror or on the plastic, is completely translucent. So you can see through it. It's just a colour film, effectively, although it is a vinyl. So it's translucent. So I will show you when we weed it in a moment. Actually, I'll be able to show you on this one I weeded ready. Can you see? I don't know whether you can see it because I've put the black on it, but it's completely translucent. So if I put the red behind, can you see? So when you've got that on a window, the light shines through it like a traditional stained glass window would look.
Beans Boutique says, I'm totally new to this, getting my Maker 3 on Monday, so we'll be watching you all the time.
Oh, that's wonderful. Have you seen our YouTube channel? Have you seen our website with our blog? We update, we've had already had a blog this week. Actually, let me give you another sneak peek. I haven't even shown Anya this yet. Oh. I better show Anya first. Just have to bear with me, guys. Anya's not seen it yet.
Oh yes, you did tell me you were going to do this. Yeah,
right, so yeah, so this is our blog. We had a blog earlier this week for Mums and Mother's Day. Let me just show you those samples first. Build the excitement. So these were the Mothers and Mother's Day cards. So I did these are cards that will stand like a normal A-frame. So you've got Mother, Mummy, Mum and Mam. So you've got those that I've already released as a free cut file and blog for you this week. And next week, I would normally not give you another one till next week. But because it's Mother's Day on Sunday, I've created another one. And this is what I've created. It's a 3D box frame. And it says, if mums were flowers, I would pick you. And I've also created, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you. Because mums come in all shapes and sizes. So you've got real mums that gave birth to you, you've got step mums, you've got surrogate mums, you've got mother figures, and you've got friends that haven't got children that they may need a little bit of something on Sunday. So I've done it for both ways. So if mums were flowers, I'd pick you. And it's also, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you. That's a free cut file that's coming with a blog and tutorial. Watch out, tomorrow and Friday. It's coming to a screen near you on our Facebook or our Instagram or our TikTok. And you'll be able to ask for the free cut files when we launch it. So keep your eye out for that. And, I don't know whether you can see in the box there, I have taught you during this tutorial how to shape and create 3D flowers. And they are everything in that box except the embellishment on the middles and the lights are our products, including all the different bits that I stuck it down with as well, which is something I use all the time now, our transfer adhesive to stick it all together. So, but watch out for that because that's coming very, very shortly. So let's get back to putting this together for you.
That is beautiful. Love them.
Thank you. Now, if you have one thing you would want to make for Easter, guys, this is your chance to tell me. One thing you would like me to make you for a free cut file for Easter. I have a couple more up my sleeve, but I may have a space for one more. So is there anything you would like me to bring you? All right. I'm just grabbing my laptop, which is taking itself off to sleep.
So pretty. Gorgeous.
Oh, I'm glad you like it, guys. Right, so in the tutorials for the other cut files for the stained glass window jar and the stained glass window lantern, goodness me, there is a full tutorial explaining how to use it. But I just wanted to show you that I'm using a premium outdoor vinyl setting on the Cricut Maker tonight with less pressure. If you've never used a vinyl before, any vinyl in particular, then please do test cuts because they do vary, and Cricut do have a habit, as do all manufacturers, of changing their personal cut settings every so often when they do an update, either purposefully or unpurposefully. So it's always worth doing a test cut. And if your material suddenly stops working on a setting, again, go back to test cutting. And we have all that info on our website blogs.
Adam has joined and he says, it is beautiful, I love it, I love these lives.
Oh, thank you, Adam. You joined us last week, I remember.
Yes, yes he did.
Did you make the cut file, Adam, last week? As I know I sent it you because you asked for it. You must remember to share it with us.
I did, it was epic.
Oh, I'm glad. Right, so I've loaded up the black mat first. While that's cutting, I just wanted to show you, I will weed the last one with you, but I just wanted to show you while that's cutting how to layer self-adhesive vinyl. We talk about HTV layering all the time, but self-adhesive vinyl can also be layered before you apply it, so you apply it on one piece. So I just wanted to sort of show you how to do that really. So I get the vinyl. Now this has been cut in one particular way, so watch out for this little tab, as I call it here. And then so I've transferred this, which I'll show you how to do in a minute on the last one. And then I layer, you see I've layered that over the first half of the Ukrainian flag that Tia's carefully created on the back of this. Turn it over, scrape with the back of your squeegee. Always scrape the back of it with your squeegee because you're pushing it onto the app tape and not the other way round then. So that's your first layer. And then you get your second layer. Always hold it to an angle to your face so you can actually see, which is ideal for me, but not ideal for you. So I do apologise because you're not going to see that particularly well. Let's try and do it further down for you. So once you've done that, turn it over, get your squeegee, and then you've got your next bit. Now this is our reusable app tape I'm using, so you can reuse it, keep it on the backer, and then you can reuse that later. Right, so that's your first one. We'll weed that while we cut the others.
Geordie says, you make that look so easy to pat. I had to use parchment paper.
Yes, sometimes, yeah, that does happen sometimes. Some people do find that easier. So what they would do is put the parchment paper, I'll show you in a minute actually, because I've got some parchment paper just to explain, because yes, that is another, that is, if you struggle with getting stuck on everything, then the parchment paper will help. Let me just cut this because I don't want to waste any vinyl. And then, have you seen our weeding pad, guys, before? There we go. You might not see it so well in this light because it's very bright in here. I've got 4 studio lights all surrounding me, so it may make it harder for you to see. Or you can still see it because I've just spotted it on the phone to the side of me. Right, let's cut that. While that's cutting, we'll weed this one. So as you can see, I don't know whether you can see particularly well, but this, you can see like a ghost outline from the bits you've weeded on this weeding pad. Some vinyls are easier than others on it, and some vinyls you just need to do what I've just done there because this is black, so I just tend to rub the back of my tweezers over the back like when you do curling ribbon. It just curls the vinyl, just breaks that cut slightly, and then you can see it better. Let me just unload that. We'll do the blue. Might as well do them all and then get started. You're right there, Anya.
Yeah. I was deep in watching what you were doing.
Right, so back to weeding. So whenever you're weeding, I use our weeding tweezers. If you want the link for these, please do comment. And I hook it in one corner. It just makes it quick and easy. So you hook it in one corner and then lift the outside away. Now, if I've got some really tiny bits, I cheat and I use the sticky side and I actually put it on the design to lift the small bits away first. Can you see? So that's one way of doing it. It's a cheat's way. If you've got really tiny bits, you hold the bit that you don't want to take away, which was obviously the flower, and then just, so that's one way of doing it. But be warned, you can get stuck on it. So if you're not confident doing it that way, then just do it the normal way. So you pop your weeding tweezers in.
That is a great idea, I agree.
It's really good for really fiddly tiny bits. You know, did you see the cut file I did last year sometime with the, you'll remember it, Anya, because I made it into pyjamas for you. The giraffe and tree line, shadows of tree lines. And there was loads of tiny bits of tree bits cut out the silhouettes. And if you were using a self-adhesive vinyl, it's no good on HTV, but if you're using a self-adhesive vinyl, then that's great for those kind of things.
I'm not sure where them pyjamas have gone actually. I've seen them in a while. I'll have to have a look for them now. You've reminded me they're great for summer.
Yeah, I was about to say they're shorts, aren't they? So that's our flower. And then we'll just dump that's there.
What a hack that is. Geordie says.
Yeah, it works. Sometimes you just have to be a bit careful, and it's something you learn with confidence, really. And I mean, if worse comes to worse, you just have to recut it, don't you? When it's a small piece like that, it's not such a catastrophe. And other times, if it's a big piece, it's a huge catastrophe, isn't it? I've lost. I can't see it in this light.
It's because of
the studio light. Yeah.
I was going to say street lights, but that's wrong.
Doesn't look like it cut. I don't think it has. Or did I put it the wrong way? I'm probably losing it, and it's probably the other way. See, if ever you're in doubt and you're not sure, these tweezers are great because you just pull the corner. I don't think that's cut it. We'll do that again.
Oh, I think it hasn't.
It's not a disaster. It doesn't matter. Just put your vinyl back on your mat. I'm convinced it's not cut it. It may have, I'll undo. If ever that happens to you, usually it's because your blade's got a bit in it. So just pop your blade out, pull your little plunger, check your blade. There's nothing on it, it's fine. So it could have just been one of those things. There we go. And we'll go again. Did I press play? I wonder. Or did I just load the mat? I was so excited with my weeding that I just lost track of time. See, it's easy done, isn't it? Right, let's go to this walk with the yellow. I know that's definitely cut, so I can see it. So I'll weed the yellow. This is easy, this one, because it's just a case of... There we go. Right. So, let me get my baking paper and I'll show you what I meant about lining it up. Which lady was it that said about this?
I think it was Geordie's Cute Creations.
Okay, Geordie. Right, it's definitely cut this time, so I don't know what went wrong last time.
Perhaps you didn't hit play.
Perhaps I didn't hit play.
Just loaded it.
Just got excited. Right.
Yes, because you can definitely see it now.
Yeah. Weird. The joys of crafting, you get all carried away. Right. So, you saw how I did the first one. So the second one, we'll just transfer this. So I've got our reusable app tape. I love this stuff. It's reusable time and time again, but it's brilliant if you're sending a ready-made sticker in the post to a customer or a friend or a relative. It really means that you get a professional look to your products because you can just put that on the backing paper and send it to them, and then it's ready to apply. So it keeps it in pristine condition. If you do that, stick it in a board-backed envelope. But you can reuse this. I mean, I've got the same, these are the same bits I've been using for weeks now, so they do last quite a while. If you find that they're too sticky, if you're going to put them on something really soft, I put some on a fluffy background the other day on a board book, and I just fluffed it on my jumper to reduce its stickiness. So you can do that as well. Right, so when you're applying transfer tape, pop it on, make sure it's smooth, and then turn it over so that you are pressing the vinyl into the transfer tape and lifting it off the backing. So sometimes if it's a heavy vinyl, so metallic vinyl is pretty bad for it, you may have to go round the fine details first. I'm not rubbing, I'm just showing you. So you would go round all the fine details first on the front, then turn over and repeat the same process on the back to finally push it in. If it's a particularly heavy vinyl, that's how I would do it. I had a lady the other day who couldn't get her vinyl to do it, and her room was really hot, so I got her to put it in the fridge for 5 minutes. That was a lady I was helping at the weekend. Yeah. And then she did it and it was absolutely fine, and that was a really heavy vinyl. So with a bit of willpower you get there. So that's your first layer. Then you could apply these as you go, but I like to layer if I can ready, so I'm just going once on the jar. So you could, like I did earlier, bring it up, line it up, turn it over, do it, or as was it Kerry you said? Geordie.
I think it was.
Just make sure I've got the right way, because and then you put, see how this is, the baking paper is under this, so it stops it sticking to anything else. Or you could, if you had a piece that you didn't want to lift it over, put the baking paper over that instead. So then you line up your design, make sure the flower meets the flower edge, and there's one way of doing it on this one. There it is. There's a little tiny flower that goes there, I believe. Tia, our design team member, hand drew these on her silhouette. So it's not, although it looks it on camera, it's not completely uniform. There we go, I found it. So you just need to move it around a minute and see. Now you see how I can rub my squeegee over that and it comes off. So that's how you would use it if you were using baking paper. You right over there, Anya?
Yes, we've had a direct message from a Mandy.
From Mandy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's asking, where did you get them beautiful tweezers from?
The tweezers are off our website. So if you would like the link for those, please comment on one of our other posts on our TikTok, and we'll send you a direct. If you're following us, then we can send you the direct link as a message after the live. Right, so there you go. We have all 3 flowers weeded and ready to go. So now we just need to get our jar. Now, Tia, on the photos that you will see on our Facebook page, or on our TikTok page, on our Pinterest. She used wine bottles. Unfortunately, we're not much drinkers at home. I do occasionally drink, and I did toy with the idea of forcing everybody to drink 3 bottles of wine over the weekend so I could make these samples in wine bottles. But then I figured maybe it's not just me, maybe it is just me that doesn't drink very often. I do drink, but not very often. So I thought I'll use some home things that you would have at home. So I'm using a glass mason jar type jar. You could use a reused coffee jar, you could use a storage jar, and you could even use a jam jar if you wanted. So I got that, and then I got some ribbon. Now I'm a terror. You right?
Yeah. I have a question, but you carry on.
Yeah, I'm a terror for robbing everybody's ribbon. So if it's on a card, on a bouquet, on a present, on anything at all, I rob it off them, I wind it round this bit of card, and away it goes in my drawer, ready for a project. And I've got drawers and drawers in my craft room of lots of different coloured ribbon. So I've got some ribbon, I've got my mason jar, and I've got these. Have you seen these? You can get these from that One Price shop. You can also get them from Amazon. Other stores are also sell them, but obviously they're the 2 that I can think of at the moment. Usually about £1. LED batteries, so obviously they're perfectly safe to go in anything you want, and they make a great jar. And you can put these in jam jars or anything you like. And I'm going to stick the battery pack to the lid, and because it's quite a big jar, and you can buy these in different lengths, you can buy these in different colours, but I've only got short ones tonight, so I'm going to use 2. Right, what's your question, Anya?
Geordie's asking, are the tweezers easier to use than the actual weeding tool?
100%. So much easier to use than a weeding tool. I have dexterity issues, which you wouldn't believe, but I do. I've got a neurological condition, and I find weeding hooks are the bane of my life, because you have to hook them and twist them and pull, and then if you've got any fine little intricate bits, you can't lift them because it's just a hook, whereas tweezers, you can use the pinch action on the tweezer to actually grab it, pull it, twist it, lift it, poke it, scrape it, stretch it, you name it. Yeah, you get the drift. I do love the weeding tweezers. So yes, definitely.
Vicky Beauty says, just order the mini Easter kit.
Oh, Vicky, what are you going to make? Have you seen our free tutorials using it? We've got loads on the website now, and I have another one next week. Right, so I'm going to stick these battery packs to the glass jar using our transfer sheets. Remember I mentioned those? I'm forever using these. So you've got a double-sided adhesive in there. Now I've lost my tweezers. Oh dear, found them, it's okay. Panic over. So double-sided, you can even use these transfer adhesive sheets to change HTV into self-adhesive. So this is the cover sheet, this is the sticky sheet, and literally I look at which side I've got my battery pack, and literally I stick my battery pack, and these stick everything to anything. And that's it. Can you see the adhesive's already on there? And literally I poke that in my jar lid. And that's it. Batteries have gone out now. What have I done? There we go. Oh, I've got a loose connection on my battery. Oh, really? I've got a loose connection on my battery, haven't I? Okay. It'll be that then. There we go. Right. Back to sticking the adhesive down. So, 1 pack, and I'm going to layer these, and then you can turn them off afterwards between use. There's my other pack. And this sticks everything, card, leather. I even fixed my sofa arm because my cat scratched it the other day with it. Never worked with animals and children, they say, but you know, you have to live with them, don't you? Although last week's live was determinedly constantly being destroyed by my cat meowing at the door. At least we haven't got that drama tonight.
Oh, I don't know where he is.
At least he's behaving. Should turn this off because that's going to be throwing us now, isn't it? And then, so feed your lights in. There's no right or wrong way. Just shove them in there. And obviously you could get different colours. It doesn't have to be clear. And that's my jar of lights. So, got my lights, got them stuck down. Now I need to put my vinyl and my ribbon on. So, the vinyl, I've cut 3. Now, do we have, I think it's yellow, it goes up top on a Ukraine flag. Can you remember?
Oh, I can't remember now.
No, it's blue. It's blue. It's blue. Right, so, you get your flour and literally...
Oh, there he is. Oh, why keep...
Oh, he's outside the door. Sorry, guys, if the cat starts to meow. I've shot myself in the foot now.
Yeah, I spoke too soon.
Yeah. So these go on ever so easy, and I'm only leaving the app tape on just for a second, just because it helps me work out where I'm spacing. Nothing else. I always like to do things in odd numbers. I think it looks nicer. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then finish it with a ribbon. Now, do we go ribbon or ribbon and string? That's the question. So, you don't have to put ribbon on if you don't want to. I just think it finishes it nicely. So,
I agree.
I've got myself all tied up here. So I've gone for some blue ribbon. And keeping the yellow and blue theme, I've got some yellow string. So I'm just going to cut both. Cut them both before you start. Find the midpoint so you get your end on each. Fold it in half so you get your middle. Then you've got to decide where your knot or your bow's going to go. Is it front? Is it back of the clip? Or are you going to do it at a jaunty side angle like that? I'm going to do it at a jaunty side, I think. So, I'm sorry I can't do this rolling on its side.
It's a bit difficult when it's rolling.
It is very difficult when it's rolling.
Oh, welcome, Courtney Goodman.
And that's it. Then what I do is I always cut my threads, do one side first. Always do it at an angle so it's more pleasing on the eye. And that is the first of tonight's glass jars. If you want to see another one which is not going to be a glass jar, it's going to be something completely different, then you'll have to join us at Facebook at 8 o'clock and we'll bring you another live at 8 o'clock on Facebook. And a different code, but the same cut files. There's 3 cut files in this, so if you want the cut files, don't forget to comment on one of our TikTok posts, because when this live ends we can't find you otherwise. And don't forget to use your TT March 10 discount code. That will entitle you to 10% off between now and midnight tomorrow, Thursday the 24th of March 2022, on our materials, our vinyl, our paper crafts section, including our mystery boxes and our 3-for-2 vinyls and even our starter kits. Thanks ever so much for joining us tonight. We are back again next Wednesday at 7 p.m. If you've got any questions at all, please do shout on one of our other threads and we will gladly help you. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. Take care now.